Pembrey Circuit, the true home of Welsh motorsport and indeed the hidden gem of British motorsport. In the next couple of minutes, we're going to take a quick look at what's made Pembrey not just a brilliant circuit to race at, but also a favourite development venue for some of the greatest drivers in world motorsport, right up to Formula One. We'll also give you a preview of the really exciting circuit developments taking place at Pembrey right now to ensure that the champions of the future can not only use the existing Pembrey circuit like past champions have done, but can also benefit from the new circuit configurations that have been specifically designed to develop drivers as quickly as their ability allows. And as for racing, you'll get a glimpse at the new circuit layouts. Where else can you come club racing for one weekend and race on two different circuits, each with its own challenges and each a brilliant and great fun test of your racecraft? We'll also mention some other really interesting things happening with Pembrey Rallycross. So let's start with some facts that you might not know about Pembrey. First up, did you know that the unofficial lap record holder at Pembrey is Ayrton Senna, testing a Lamborghini-engined McLaren F1 car? Did you know that Sebastian Vettel started his racing career in the BMW Scholarship at Pembrey? Did you also know that Jenson Button, he did his first Formula 3 test ever at Pembrey, or that Kimi Raikkonen has spent hours testing and honing his skills down in South Wales? So, what's the attraction of Pembrey? Why have all these champions journeyed down to Pembrey in the past? And what are the new circuit developments going to offer? Let's hear from Anthony Hyatt, the man behind RR Racing and the person that's brought so many single-seater champions to the fore in the past.
In my view, it's the foremost test circuit in the UK. The availability is great, the circuit's challenging, and drivers like coming to Pembrey. You know, probably since RR started, we've been here for 400 test days, more or less. It's our chief testing location, and I see no reason that that's going to change in the future. And the exciting developments that BARC have planned for the circuits with the new layout makes it really exciting. Phil at the circuit and the BARC asked my opinion, and the way that motor racing is going with the Formula E type of formula with the regen that they need to do, you know, we try to develop the circuit that suited a multiple of formulas, not just Formula 3 that I'm involved in, but Formula E for the future. So, you know, it's a way of future-proofing the circuit to keep teams interested in coming. There's no doubt that Pembrey is a very fast, challenging circuit, and it's a little bit intimidating for novice drivers. And the new circuit now will give us a few more braking areas to gently wean the drivers onto the full circuit. We test here for various reasons, and the heavy braking area that is going to be a real challenge for the drivers in the future. We can do two circuits in one day, braking circuits and then high-speed circuits. So it's the flexibility that's going to bring to Pembrey is going to be a real bonus for us. The great thing of Pembrey is available and affordable, and the circuit people involved, they always do their best to get us on, very accommodating. The local infrastructure is very good, and the M4 isn't that far away. Everything around here is good for us. You know, it's an easy place to come and do business.
So let's have a look at the new Pembrey circuit, this time behind the wheel of a simulated Formula 3 car. So here we're coming up through the kink, which adds that little bit more of a difficulty in the braking area, into the Hatchett's hairpin, a late apex on that corner, then through to Spitfires, taking care that the car doesn't go more than halfway across the circuit, before the next series of bends, which is made very different by the actual new configuration, which is coming down here past the old circuit, you can see there, into a very heavy braking area before you apex, and immediately have to get through another double apex right-hander, making sure the car gets nice and tight in on the second part of the apex, so you can get the speed right on the lead-in down to Brooklands hairpin. And again, apexing on the second part of the double apex of that corner and down into the straight. Here you are, and you'll see the car accelerating furiously right the way through the kick in the middle of that straight into Honda Curve, the awesome Honda Curve, taken pretty much flat out in sixth in a Formula 3 car until you get back onto the straight, which is leading down into Hatchett's hairpin. Here's another circuit option currently under consideration for 2017. We're in the F3 car on the run-up to Brooklands leading onto the back straight, but this time Brooklands is extended further to the right into a sharp braking zone before a new sequence, first left and then right, to rejoin onto the back straight, giving a different approach down into Honda Curve. Now for the new rallycross circuit. Let's take a bird's eye view. The new track keeps the existing layout in the short run down to the first hairpin at the end of the pits. It rejoins the main circuit at Debeny, then runs down towards the crossing, which is where we see the first significant change. Instead of going straight on, the cars will stay on the main circuit, where there's a fantastic viewing area for spectators. Then round using the new section in reverse, and the track takes a chicane right-left, and then rejoining the existing surface. The new Joker lap is a chicane to the left, whilst the normal layout continues, as you can see, round to the left, then to the right, then a left-hander, before joining with the circuit just before the high-speed Honda Curve. Now if that wasn't enough, the rallycross circuit can be run in reverse. Honda is just as challenging this way round, but it's the first corner that the drivers come to now before they bear left, entering our loose surface track at a much higher speed. A sweeping round to the right, then a left-hander before it's hard on the brakes into the new section. Play your Joker here and it's straight on into a hard braking zone to the left, or drive round through to the left, another left-hander, through into the chicane before coming back onto the circuit just before the crossing. Then through on the tarmac, round, past the sweeping right-hand corner of Debeny, and back through and up into the hairpin to complete another lap of the rallycross circuit. Now back to circuit racing. Let's hear from race team owner Trevor Carlin.
We like coming down here because we can get on with our own programme. We tend to have the circuit on an exclusive or semi-exclusive basis, so we can get on and do our own thing, and the drivers then can do their own thing in time without time pressure of other drivers being here. In 2009 we set up the Carlin Academy, which is what we use to teach the young drivers from 14, 15 or even 16 how to drive properly. What we found is that over the years of being down here with the drivers we brought down, especially with the Academy, there's a lot of challenging corners here, but what's also needed is where drivers have to learn the most is the braking areas and then technical sections. So what Phil and his team have done with consultation with us is do the new circuit layout, which gives us another braking zone, which is very important, and then a very tricky section with a double apex, which will help them learn their technique. So then when you put all the corners together, you've got a very good combination of all the different aspects of driving. And I believe it will be a perfect place it'll be even better than it has been in the past. It's all about training with the drivers. The more laps they can do, the better. And that's what we can do at Pembrey. We haven't raced here in Formula 3 since 1999, when Jenson Button was the last winner here. But now with the new layout, with the extra braking zone, I think for the club racers and the bikers, they're really going to enjoy racing here. It's an extra challenge. Before it was quite tricky to overtake because of the high-speed nature, but now with the extra braking zone, it's really going to help the racing. So that'll be very exciting. I'll have to come down and watch a few. What people can't forget is the roll call of honour that have been here at Pembrey. I mean, we first came here in '98 with a young lad called Jenson Button, and it was a trial to see if he could drive a Formula 3 car. And I remember being here, standing in the pit lane, and hearing him make his first gear changes and heel and toeing into the hairpin, and we thought, oh my goodness, this kid, he's just got it. And Jenson went on to become world champion. The latest young driver we've had down here is young Lando Norris, who's recently just won the McLaren Autosport Award. He started his career down here testing in a Formula 4 car, so the sky's the limit for him and potentially the next British world champion, we hope.
I first came to Pembrey in, I think, 2013, when I first started driving a car. My first ever car was a Ginetta. And I came here because it's a very good track to learn basics on, and have some slow speed and some high speed corners, so it's a very good track for following all types of corners and being on the limit in the car. So here at Pembrey we have two very slow corners, turn 1 and I think turn 5. There's a mixture of corners overall in this track. Those two are the slowest corners and pretty technical, especially the one onto the back straight. It's not an easy just stop, go corner, it's kind of still quite curved and really focus on your braking and the minimum speed. But in contrast, you have a lot of fast corners as well. So turn 4, the last corner, the whole of the middle section. Yeah, very contrasted to the hairpins, but you really have to make sure you're on the limit, and you're not always in your comfort zone. Sometimes it's very on edge. I think that's a very good thing about this track. It's not just slow speed or just high speed. It's a mixture, and there you can learn all different types of things. As I've seen from the new circuit, there's some very good additional parts. A new part which is, you know, from the high speed to the low speed, but then after that, the double right. There could be a few various different lines through it. I guess we'll probably find out in the future. But yeah, I definitely think that'll be a good thing to hopefully start driving soon.
So there's some really great things going on down at Pembrey right now. And we're looking to have race licenses in place for the new circuit configurations in 2017. We really want you to be part of it. Whether you're a race team with drivers and cars that you want to test, or a club championship, or an individual race driver looking for new places to test and race, or a track day organiser, or even somebody that's going to come down to the Pembrey Performance Driving School on our clubman circuit. There's something for everyone at the new Pembrey, and we're willing to put together some really attractive offers to get you down to experience what we've got. We're confident that once you've been and seen what's down at Pembrey, then like Arnie, you'll be back.